Welcome to today's video. Now you can see my trunk. So this is my trunk lid. I'm going to show you what I did to fix it and what I did to prime the whole car. So that right there is where the Dodge label goes on the trunk, and these other 5 holes, that's for the handle that I'm going to put in, and these ones I'm just going to make disappear because I didn't want to rekey the trunk to match the doors because I used different latch locks stuff, and so I cut out some circles, and I'm going to fill in those holes and then get this trunk ready to go on the car. So let's get going. Lots of fun things, and that is my trunk lid. So you can see I shaved the center 3 holes. I could still see the badging holes here, and I thought it turned out pretty good. Not the best at body work once again. Metal fab is fun, but never straight for me. So I got the trunk done. You can see in here it's all welded. Dink, dink, dink. Boom. And you can see how rough this trunk looks. So guess what I'm going to do to the inside of the trunk now? Since I don't want to open it from a red car to a tealy green, I red primed and I gray primed now. I lost a lot of footage when I was doing all this because, well, when you get going you don't take video all the time. But anyway, so that's the trunk lid, and then this is 3 things. So that's the latch, the nuts for the latch, and this is a screw head that holds on this, which is the trunk latch thing in the door. So now you can see it's red. I'm going really fast through all these videos today because 1, no one really cares what I did, they just want to see how it looks, and 2, oh, it's beautiful. Look at the redness, the glittery glossiness. And I did this is all single stage, I believe, paint, but it's out of the gun, not a rattle can. So everything came out pretty good. I was pretty happy with how it all turned out. So I got to assembling the car. I showed you previously how I had primed and painted the fenders and a bunch of like pieces to the car, but I had to put it all together. So I got them set on there rough right there. Nothing's tightened up. I gotta tighten them. Now that I tightened them, I gotta get the hood on. But since I don't have a whole lot of friends or help, I used my friendly help engine hoist to hold the hood, and then I balanced it up here, and yeah, I put the hood on by myself with my friend, of course, Mr. Engine Hoist. With the hood on, it looks really cool. First time to see it back together is kind of one color. Well, most of a bunch of colors, you know. And what do you do when the hood's on? You get motivation, and for motivation I mean start that engine so you can hear it. Oh, it's so beautiful. The car runs in the car. So I will open this hood in a second, but you can see I'm super happy with how it's laying out and how much louder it is with the hood open. First time seeing the inner fenders in there. And I'm trying to clean the cooling system out. That's kind of why I'm running it. Alright, now back to quieter. You can see it's hot where I live, so I built this shade structure, which saved my life, because you can't paint a car when the metal's hot. But you can prep it all. So here's me prep, and I didn't stop with just this. I just didn't video any Bondo work because it's boring, and no one wanted to watch. So after days of sanding the whole top, sanding all the stuff, then I go through and I find known low spots and I fill them all in, sand it to where they feel right. So how I did the doors. And so I'll go through the whole car, and this is the worst videos, I apologize, but I can't go back in time. So you can see the primer doors, that was the other video. They're all on, but I got to get down in there. The trunk is on the car. You can see it's all red and painted and filled in. Still has the brown mark where the latch were just done. But I gotta sand the whole car, fill in the low spots, sand it all real nice. I start over here because it's kind of warp-a-doodled. But I do a bunch of body work, bunch of Bondo work. You can see the little dimples along there. The best way to fill these dimples in was with a high build primer. And so I do big Bondo, and then I do high build primer. So this is me. No one wants to see me wash the car, but after you sand a car 1,000 times, I was told you wash the car. So I sped it up because it's boring, and I look cooler when I'm like going fast. But the car looking pretty good. You could see the Bondo all over. I would Bondo, and then I'd rattle can red again, the red primer. So that's why the doors are red, because I would sand them and work them, and then I got to where I was like, it's close. And so I washed the whole car several times, trying to keep it clean, trying to get it all ready. And when I think I got it about ready to go, then it's time to spray some primer. So slow it down a little before we go excited again. Ready? Exciting. So this is at 2 times the speed. So yes, it's extremely slow and boring. But people have asked, did you paint your car? Yeah, I did. No, did you use a paint booth? Sure I did. This is my paint booth. It's called Open Air. And that's my windbreak tarp in the front. And has really good draftability. So this is just a bunch of high build primer. And after I did a coat of high build primer, I did another one, and I did a whole bunch, but I'll show you 2 of the times. You can see how the high build was sanded down. I almost died, but how it's sanded down to multiple colors. That's from sanding the whole car a whole bunch. This is some of my favorite priming videos, so you gotta watch a bunch of this. Me going around super fast because I sped up the video. Some of the videos wouldn't let me speed up as much, so you have to watch me a little slower. But, you know, getting going on stuff. I mean, the hood looks so cool when it lays down. I love how you can see the gun in the primer, because if you can see the reflection in the primer, then you should be able to see a reflection in the paint. And so I sanded this car at least, I'm just going to say record 30 times. Every single square inch of the outside of this car, I have sanded 30 times. Because you would do Bondo work and sand it, but you'd have to sand it before you could Bondo, and then you'd have to work that section. And so this is weeks and weeks of work that you get to watch in like 14 minutes. So the primer going on stuff suddenly makes it look correct. I mean, you can see as soon as you get rid of the color differences, the car looks smoother. Just like instantly smoother. It's the most beautiful thing in the world. So you can watch this door as we go down it. Suddenly it doesn't look like a leper. It looks like a door. And for all of you who are judging my painting skills, yes, I suck. I know. And that's probably why I had to sand so much. But you can see here, I'm praying to the car. Praying that I don't screw up. Priming everything I could possibly do. You can see how much better it looks once it is all primed. Like, gets me so excited. Once again, my video won't let me go fast, but I love watching the colors disappear. And the ability to see the reflection of the stuff in the paint makes me super happy. Able to speed up again. Priming the top, going around. I love dancing with my car. Look at that. Doo-doo-doo. So this is closer. This is still sped up, but this is about how fast it really looks. So let's get back to the fast stuff. There you go. Just trying to cover it all up, make it look really cool, which I think it looks better and better the more I painted it. Do I think the rust will stop? No. It's a 1950s car that was so full of rust, there's no way it'll ever go away. But as it rusts out on me, I will call it patina. And once again, you gotta deal with a little bit fast, but this is some of the pretty videos, so you gotta watch it. I mean, if you don't like it, skip ahead. Or comment that you don't like it. I would love to have comments that either tell me how good I'm doing or tell me how bad I suck. I don't really care. Just talk to me about the car. It's one of the things that people can't get me to shut up about. So, yeah, be careful if you comment. I might comment back and talk to you. Either way. But, yeah. Super fun to watch the paint primer go on. And I hope you guys enjoy watching me do all this. I left out a lot of the boring stuff. But I mean, that's kind of all that I did was a bunch of body work. Oh my goodness. I literally spent weeks and weeks and weeks sanding the car. But from the looks of the primer, tell me, what do you think? Does it look like I did it? Was it worth it? Let me show you the car after I stripped it down. So, I washed it off, kind of wet sanded just a little bit. I mean, what do you think? Do you think my priming skills were half okay? Or do you think I'm a complete idiot because I painted it in multiple stages? I don't know. I used my homemade scaffolding for each side to make sure I could reach the top. And the reflections in the hood make me excited. The reflections on the roof make me excited. It's like 100 degrees out, so everything dries really quick. But I don't know. There's the ground. But I hope you guys like the video of me priming up my car. I get super excited with it because the next stage is painting it. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know what you thought. See you on the next one.